So for those of you who follow boxing, such as moi, you already know what happened yesterday. We're going to go over a couple things with the pay-per-view leading up to the main event because there was a couple of undercard fights that I was like, yo. This fight right here was between, so we had Cruz and Gambo, right? I think this was lightweight, right?
I think it was it lightweight?
I think so. I think this was lightweight.
It may have been.
Because I don't follow either one because I'm not a big lightweight fan. I mean, that's Fred's.
Yeah, so I'm
really
going to get really into lightweight. So.
But the thing about this that I didn't like was this was a huge hugging match. Damn near
Dear
the
God.
whole fight was just hug, then punch, then back to hug.
Right.
Then like a couple punches back to hug. It looked like, so let's back up. Guy on the left right here is 40 years old.
Right. What the fuck are you doing in the ring?
Guy on the right is, what was he, 20, 22, 23?
No, I think it was 20. No, he was 22 and he was turning 20. They said he was turning 23.
So you have young versus old. Naturally, I'm old. So I'm like, hey, I want to see what 40-year-old can do.
Right.
Not a lot.
He started like
started out good.
First 3 to 5 punches were decent. And after, I think that 6th punch, the young cat, the young whippersnapper hit him. And it hurt. You can... I'm gonna let, and if you watch, bro, if you watch the way the young guy walked in, he looked like a fucking serial killer.
He did.
Swear to God,
that was one thing I was gonna.
I was like, bro, what? He was sitting there.
Just the face he was making, it was like this cheesy smile, but it was so creepy. It had murder behind it. There was murder behind his smile.
Nobody was applauding. He held that face to the start till he got into the ring.
And even after he got in the ring.
Yeah,
actually,
until the match started, he was.
Yeah, it was creepy, to say the least. But here's the end result. So this is like the 4th knockdown.
Right, because he was knocking this dude down.
Yeah, he was knocking this dude around, something serious. But this is the last and final knockdown where they finally just called the fight. Look at that hit, bro. That right hand. Over the head right hand, right to the jawline, just knocked this dude down. He gets up, ready to fight again. We're on the couch screaming like, please, for the love of God, make this end before you get murdered live on pay-per-view.
Stop the fight.
So they end up stopping the fight right here. Yeah, we looked at him like, no, we're done. We're done. Yeah, we're going to call it at that.
Yeah, because what we didn't say is every time a round would end, his corner was like, hey, I'm going to hang this. We're going to call the fight if you don't do something, because this young dude was tagging this dude. And all the old dude was doing was just hugging. Well, they both were hugging.
They were both hugging because you saw Cruz was that was Cruz, right?
Yeah. Cruz was
the young one. And Gambio was the old one. You saw Cruz was doing this. It was weird because when they would clinch up, he would pull him. And then Gambio was trying to push him off, but he was pulling him in.
Right, it was weird,
and they were rubbing heads.
Yeah, they were. Like,
it was weird, man. It was like I've never seen a fight that odd. It was an odd ass fight. Not gonna lie to you, and it was something that I hope I don't ever have to see again. But
yeah, I don't know.
Gambio ended up getting knocked out, like you saw. But the thing was, there were so many more knockdowns before that. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a lot on this fight. And also didn't look hard. So there's that. If you watched it, you understand what I'm talking about. So shout out to the people who actually bought the pay-per-view and not the ones that bootlegged it.
Right.
This right here was a really weird fight.
I
haven't seen anything like that in a while. Actually, there was more action in the underground fight we saw earlier than there was in this one.
Yeah.
This one was pretty random.
Yeah.
So there he is. Cruz wins.
I'm trying to see if they show that.
I don't think so. I don't think they're going to show all the knockdowns. This is a pretty short video.
Yeah, okay, so that was
they
it.
Just X that one out.
But yeah.
But that fight was odd, man. That was an odd one. It was like a clinch fest / slugger fest / old versus young.
Right.
It was weird.
Yeah, that I wasn't a fan of either. And once the fight was over, I was like, thank fucking God.
And then what's crazy, we get to the next fight. This had to be hands down my favorite thing I saw last night. Watch this guy right here. Let's back it up so everybody can see it. And there we go. Okay. So watch this. Watch this guy right here.
Flip.
Straight to the floor. That was
that
a
shit.
minute.
And that was like a minute into the fight.
It was a minute and 37-second fight.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? And Chris explained to me before the match started, like, these are lightweights. They're quick, and I understand that they were quick, but I didn't know how fucking quick. Now, if you guys don't understand, that was, like he said, that was a minute 30 seconds in. Ding, a minute 30 seconds later, that happened. I was like, what the fuck? And it was quick too. It was kind of just like, boom, and he dropped. I was like, oh.
So, in order to understand what happened, you have to slow it down, right, to see the full extent of what actually went down. Because when I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, it's a knockdown. He's going to get up. I thought maybe he slipped, but no. Dude was out. That was it. He was like, I'm not fighting no more. I'm done. That's my end of my career right there.
Right.
So let's watch the rest of this. Let's see if it's going to play the highlights in slow motion. Knocked his ass. That boy said, no, I'm good. Yeah, he is. Overtrained, maybe dehydrated. It could be a million excuses. I don't know. But,
yeah, that kid had him. Got him.
Lightweights, man, I'm telling you.
They're not going to show it.
They're not going to show it?
It's already.
I was hoping they were going to show it in slow motion.
Let's see if we could catch it.
So, 1-2. So, if you saw the 1-2, that right hand is what really fucks it.
Yeah.
So go back again. Let's watch it again. Beat. It was his left. I'm sorry. His left hand. It was like a perfect over the right. So, all right, they slowed it down. He dropped his glove just enough on that side to when he threw his left perfectly, it was like instant connection. It was beautiful. It was perfectly timed.
Yeah.
But that's what I say about lightweight boxing is it's so technical. It's so good. It's so fast. It happens so quick. Shit always pops off in lightweight so fast you can't catch all of it.
Yeah, because I swear I'm looking at the screen, and when it happened, I'm like, what the fuck just happened? what just happened? Because it looked like they both were going at it. Bing, he's done. I was like, what? I've watched a lot of boxing matches, especially recently because Chris, but a lot of the fights I've watched went to the wire, and they were just, going back and forth. But to see somebody just literally touch gloves, ding, 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 spar with each other, boom, done. And I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. And I was like, yeah.
So, that is Vargas. And Valencia. Yeah. Venezuela? Was it?
No, Venezuela? Yeah, Venezuela.
Yeah, Valenzuela. Valenzuela?
Yeah, something like that. We both can't fucking.
Man, I don't know shit about Spanish, man. Don't come for me. So anyway, leading up to the main event, right? So that was the last fight before the main event happened.
Right. Which everybody knows.
Now, the first undercard fight I couldn't find. For some reason, I couldn't find it on. Again, didn't look hard. So
it
was also that. But here we go. So, all right, we got Earl Spence Jr., hands down the pride of Dallas.
Right.
And he's going against Yordenis Ugas. Now, the thing is, I probably said that wrong. But the thing is
Ugas.
Yeah, Ugas is really good.
Yes.
He is. That's one thing that I was expressing to Fred the entire fight.
Right.
If anybody can do it, it's him. Right. Now, the thing is, I watched him fight, and I was not impressed, man. It was kind of the same old we see with Earl Spence a lot. And for what I mean by that is you see a lot of people going and they want to play the defensive route.
Right.
You got to be in a slugfest with him. You can't go defensive.
Right.
And unless you're Floyd Mayweather, you're not going to win this. Right. And so, for whatever reason, you just went in there defensive, and lo and behold, stop the fight, TKO.
And the thing about
TKO in the 10th, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Didn't go 12.
And the thing about it is like from like I said, I haven't been on boxing a lot, but recently lately I've been, really invested in boxing. And what I can see is when someone's really defensive, they normally counter a lot. You know what I'm saying? They counter or they hit the body or add some jabs in every once in a while. He wasn't doing any of that.
Yeah.
He was pulling punches.
He had a wide open for 3s and 4s. I mean, he had every opportunity in the world. Yugas lost this fight.
Yeah.
That's really what it was. It wasn't so much that Earl Spence won it. I'm a huge Earl Spence fan, so don't ever get that shit twisted. But I also like Yugas. I think that he lost this fight on his own.
Yeah.
He had every opportunity. He was pulling his punches. Yeah. He had wide open shots. Mm-hmm. He had him. He was staying underneath with the reach advantage, like we were talking about earlier. Yeah. That's something you don't do. You don't want to be underneath, especially with Earl Spence, because Earl Spence Jr. is He's underneath fighter. He's gonna want to close the gap, get up underneath you, and make you pay.
Right.
And he did every bit of that. Earl fought his fight. Yugas fought Earl's fight, and Yugas lost.
Yeah.
By the time we got to the 10th round, eye was swole shut. Yeah. And leaking blood.
Yeah. And
it was pretty nasty. So let's check out some of these highlights. So let's.
I think this is the.
All right. So that was when.
Round 3. This is when I think
Yugas was actually doing some shit. All right. And then. I think we're skipping rounds here. Yeah, we're now in round 5. So we're gonna get to the part where that mouthpiece comes out. I'm gonna show you where he fucks up.
See, now if you watch these clips, you see one common thing. Yugas, look at how he's fighting. All right, so he was throwing. I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, so that hold on. So that was round 3. So round 3, 1, 2, and 3. 1 he won. He won that round. Yugas won that round. Round 2, Earl Spence won it. And round 3, Earl Spence won technically.
Right.
However, what Yugas was doing in round 1 and round 3, he should have been doing all 10 rounds.
The rest of the fight.
Because he was going in covered up and waiting for the good counter. He wanted the knockout. He didn't want to win the rounds.
Right.
Earl Spence wanted both. He wanted to win the rounds, and he also wanted the knockout. So when you look at the fight as a whole, like we could see right here how he's clinching up. Now watch, I'm gonna play it. So right here, Earl's fighting his fight. Okay. Oh, right. Watch, see, clinched up, just taking the body shots, taking the hits, not doing anything. That is not how you fight Earl Spence Jr. I don't know what you were thinking. I don't know what your camp was doing. I don't know what you trained for. But if you trained to just take blow after blow, then you did a great job.
Yep.
Mission accomplished.
Yep.
If you went out there and you wanted to just, block punches with your head, you did it.
You did that.
Spot on.
It's like, I feel like, because I've watched maybe 4 or 5. I think it's about 4 Spence fights since I've been like really getting into boxing, and it seems like every time the opponent, there's only one person that I seen not do this was Sean Porter. Sean Porter.
That's my guy.
Sean Porter brawled with him. He fought until the end. He didn't sit there and just close up and take it.
We could talk about the Sean Porter fight real quick. Where Sean Porter fucked up is he gassed himself by the 7th. So by the 6th. See, if you're a big boxing fan, round 1's usually feeling each other out. Round 2 is really where the power punches come out. Round 3 is usually where you start to see who's really where this is going, right? About 4, 5, and 6 are kind of dull, but 6 varies. That's a very round. 7, 6, and 7 is really where shit's popping off.
Yeah.
Right. So he gassed himself about round 6. So that's why he ended up taking the knockdown and he lost the match because, it was pretty even.
Yeah, it was a pretty even fight.
I could say this much. Sean Porter, hell of a fighter, love him to death. He's got to be hands down one of my favorites. But he took the fight to Earl, which is something that I thought Yugas was going to do and better.
Yeah.
However, he didn't.
Nope.
And that's what you were saying.
Yeah, I was saying that every time somebody fights Spence, it's like Spence will get him with a really good shot, and their whole game plan, or they become a different fighter. They're like, okay, I can. I'm a defense. That was a good hit. I'm gonna play defensive and just counter. But the problem is, you don't ever count. Like, Yugas is
living proof.
He didn't counter nothing.
Nope.
He just sat there and if he basically went into the ring, guarded, and got punched.
Yep.
Now there was a few rounds where he had example. I'm not sure they're gonna show it, but there's one part where Spence was throwing. He stopped throwing and left his guard down, kind of similar like this, right? and he wasn't sideways. He was in front of him. Yugas had a right hook
Coming.
perfectly. And it was
coming.
like halfway he went like this.
And then pulled it back.
I looked at Chris, and we looked at each other. We was like, what the fuck did you do that for?
Yep. Now, mind you, I wasn't going for you.
But
I was still going for Earl Spence.
But
you know.
fight. What are you doing? Are you
Right.
Are you not here to fight?
Yeah. No, that was my point. Like, are you here to fight or are you just here to take punches?
Because he was pulling, bro. That's not even one instant. It just he was pulling punches the whole night, and I'm like, what are you doing? Punch back. It's like that saying when you're fighting as a kid, go hit him back. He hit me. Go hit him back. That's how I felt. Go hit him back. What are you doing? If you get knocked out, let's just say Sean Porter, he fought. At least he fought, right?
Yeah, he fought his ass off too.
He fought.
Yeah, that was a great fight.
He lost.
Yeah, he lost
the fight, but he fought.
Yeah.
This was just him being the punching bag.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much. And that's pretty much what the Yugas fight really was. It was just a punching bag. Now there was something that's coming up. So Yugas gets a good shot on Earl.
Yeah.
And his mouthpiece came out. I'm gonna show you where Earl fucked up. And he even admitted in the press conference he fucked up. So check this out. Laying in this guy, and this dude's doing absolutely nothing about it.
See, that's okay. That was a good one. In 6, but then he would stop and then
see what he's doing. He's trying to choose his openings while just taking all these hits. You're not gonna last 12 rounds doing that. I don't care who you are.
Nope.
I don't care if you're Mike Tyson. You're not gonna be able to stop. You know what I mean? Like eventually your body's gonna start hurting. You're gonna start feeling everything. You're gonna be gassed. You're gonna be out of breath. You're gonna, you know what I'm saying? I don't care who you are. It doesn't work that way. It's not how boxing works, man. So right here, I think it's coming up. Yeah. So right there. So you saw what he did. What he did was he was like, oh, mouthpiece, and completely forget he was in a fight and started walking, and you just made him pay for it. Knocked him back, almost knocked him out. Pushed him back down. They continue boxing, and then right after that, the ref stops it once he notices the mouthpiece was gone.
Yeah. Which I understand why he stopped, but at that point, I'm not a boxer, but if the ref didn't step in and like grab your mouthpiece, I got my guard up.
Yeah, that's what they tell you. Protect yourself at all times.
Yeah.
So, and that was one thing he mentioned in the press conference later on. He's like, yeah, it was a rookie mistake. I shouldn't have did that. I didn't, rule number 1, protect yourself at all times.
Right.
I didn't do it. And the thing is I didn't see the mouthpiece come out.
I didn't see it either. Nope.
So I thought he got hit with, there's something all right. So there's a saying in boxing that, most people that are huge fans understand. And that is, it's not the punches you see that hurt the most. It's the ones you don't see.
Yeah.
And those small body uppercuts. Smoky Joe Frazier's a perfect example. He had a really small body uppercut that would just knock the wind out of anybody.
Right.
And I thought that was one of those cases. So I'm up on my feet like, oh shit, Spence is in trouble.
Right.
He hits him. You just hit him with a nice good 2-piece, lays him against the ropes. I'm thinking, oh shit, it's going on. But he jumped back, and when he jumped back, I was like, hold on, wait a minute. Nobody comes back that quick.
Right.
I don't care who you are. I'm a boxing fanatic, and I'm telling you, nobody drops back that quick. And Spence was right back at it playing without a mouth guard. Then when they stopped the fight and he goes and picks up the mouth guard, I was like, oh.
Okay.
So where he fucked up was he went to go grab his mouth guard, not protecting himself.
Yeah.
Almost cost him his future.
Yeah, because like I said, if the ref didn't stop him, because normally, if I'm pretty sure later on in the fight, when the ref seen the mouthpiece, he stopped. He got in between. Was like, oh, okay, grab your mouthpiece. So you good. He walked him around the ring, and then he was like, all right, keep going.
Yeah. So we can finish the highlights. Yeah. It's basically just Earl Spence laying under you was pretty much the rest of this. Giving him a clinic, hurting him. And so this is my point. I don't want to cut you off, but this is my point. Do you see the reach advantage that Yugas has right now?
Right.
And he is not using it to his advantage at all. Like, he could easily be backing Spence up or making Spence come towards him and making him pay. Counter punchers have long reach for a reason.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Yugas is known for blocking, and he's beaten what? I think it's 3 left-hand fighters or 3 or 4 left-hand fighters so far.
I think so.
So he knows how to play the position
right.
When you're fighting against a left-hander. That's not the problem. But the thing is that what I don't understand is why he went this route.
Right.
He's such a great fighter. And the thing is that he fought this this fight with going on. I want to know what was going on in his camp, man. Like, what were y'all thinking?
I really think he went in there saying, you don't know what you're gonna do until you get punched in the mouth. You think you know what you're gonna do until you get punched in the mouth, something like that. I think that's kind of what happened. He knew what he was gonna do, mindset, and then when Earl Spence punched him, he was like, "Oh shit, okay, let me play this inside counter." I don't know.
I don't think that was it because I was listening to a lot of what his his corner was saying, and it was nothing about strategy. And nothing. It was just like, "Hey, you all right? You good? You know, how's your you breathing okay? You good? Okay, all right, get back out there." There was no strategy to it. There was no, hey, he's dropping his left when he's swinging his right. You gotta, none of that.
Right.
It was nothing you would hear from a corner. I really do think, honestly, he needs a better trainer. He needs a better corner. If he was being trained by Freddie Roach, I promise you that would have been a whole different fight.
Right.
And I'm telling you right now, because the one thing about studying tape is you kind of start to understand how fighters are. You understand how they operate, how they move.
Right.
Are they the stick and move fighters? Are they brawlers? Are they good Philly shell defenses like you saw with Mayweather?
Right.
One of the best to ever do it.
Right.
Do you stick and run? Do you kind of get to understand how they do it. But you have to understand they're also watching your tapes. So
you
both have to switch up.
Yeah.
But there's only so much you can switch up because, like I said, round 6 or 7, you fall back into those old ways, and you really get your brawler comes out, your counter puncher comes out, your whatever. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's always 6 and 7. If you can make it to 6 and 7, that's when the shit gets good.
And I think this fight was probably over round
4. Yeah, I'd say round 4.
Round 4, it was over. I was like, okay, we obviously see who's going to win. Now, it's either by decision or if he knocks him out. Because after round 4, it was kind of just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm going to say this. He had every opportunity to fight this fight his way, and he just didn't do it, man. And that's really what this is. We'll finish off these highlights just to let y'all see what Spence really did. Laying into that body. Spence was laying into his
There's one punch where he hits him and he curls up really hard. I think
it's the eye punch because his eye was already swollen. See, that was the first time it was stopped right there. Yeah. So they were stopping the fight and checking on his eye because his eye was swollen, like almost shut.
Yeah.
Like almost shut. No, we're not shut yet, but almost. So we're around. That was 10. Okay. Oh no, this is when. Yeah, no, this.
They
is
didn't
when
show the first one when they first stopped it.
Yeah,
they stopped it like
round 8 or 9.
I think it was around like late round 8 because I remember they checked it and it was like 5 seconds later.
And the doctor was like, "I wouldn't let him go back, but that's just me. Just only and this is a 3-round knockdown. Only the ref could stop the fight.
Right.
So really, when you look at it, the ref should have stopped that. Oh,
yeah, that first time where the doctor came and looked at him, he probably should have stopped it because once Spence started beating on that same eye, and once Spence like, okay, I know I'm fucking hurting him. Yeah, it was kind of over with. He at that point he was like, I gotta protect my eye, and at that point I don't think he was thinking about one thing. He was like, damn, this shit hurts, and he was just blocking. Yep, and he wasn't doing a good job of that. Yeah, because he kept fucking his eye up.
Something good did come out of this. Okay, Yugas is going to be back. He'll be back to beating everybody, and there'll be another Yugas Spence too. It's going to happen.
Oh no!
However, Spence finally called out Crawford, so he's going for the title. I'm super excited about that. He's going to be. It's a good chance for the first time in I think ever. Dallas, Texas is finally going to be the WBC champion. And I'm stupid excited. You will see me here reacting to that, I promise you. Yeah. Because Crawford's a great fighter. He's an outstanding boxer. And Earl Spence is fucking Earl Spence, man. He's a bad man. So I'm ready for that one. Yeah. I'm ready for that.
And, I don't really have nothing else, especially on this one. It's kind of just like, I think that's it on that.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that was it. Earl Spence came out. He even brought out Big Tuck. That was my favorite part of the whole night. Honestly, Big Tuck came out because usually I have Trap Boy Freddy out there,
or Yellow Beezy.
Yellow Beezy will be out there. He's done that before, and then this time he did. He went old school. He did that for us. That was for the Dallas culture.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a great fight.
Yeah. I wouldn't say great. You know what? I'll say it was a great fight. Yeah. Yeah. I say it was a great fight. For sure. But Yugas, I expect, because I didn't know nothing about Yugas, not gonna lie, but I expected way more than that.
I did too. You're not gonna hear any arguments out of me. Like I
Not
said,
gonna
like
lie.
I know how them two are. I know how they fight. I know Earl Spence. I mean, he's been around. He's been a Dallas for a long time,
Right.
even before he went pro. We all kind of knew who Earl Spence was.
Right.
Earl Spence Jr. was Golden Gloves. He was a great guy. He's I even hear some of my friends that talk about, yeah, we used to box him in high school. Like,
Right.
everybody has the Earl Spence talk, but professionally, I don't see a whole lot of people that could stop him. I knew Yugas would be one that could do it. Obviously, I was wrong, so I moved on from that. Let's see what Crawford's got.
Right.
Also, keeping an eye on the Charlo boys. The Charlo brothers are really good. They're upcoming. I think personally, they're great. They are shit talkers. So,
God, I don't like the way they talk.
They're Louisiana boys. I don't know so much about too much about the background. I do know that they're twins. I know that they're in different divisions.
Yeah.
I think I don't think one's better than the other. Charlo boys are nice, man. Like, you should really check out a couple of their fights.
I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna see what I'm talking about, man. They got some hands.
I'm gonna have to check it out. Like I said, I'm getting into boxing a lot more. So a lot of people I've been watching. For a minute I was watching Pacquiao, which I think a lot of people.
Pac-Man's good.
Yeah. And then I was on. I can't remember his name. I know his nickname is Tank. I think he's a welterweight, or no, he's above a super welterweight. I think something like that. He may be a little lower or higher. I don't really know, but I'm getting into boxing a lot more, and I definitely look at those guys. I just like I said, I don't like the way they talk, and I was raised in Louisiana, so I know that, but it's just like, fuck, I can't stand how they talk.
Well, how they talk doesn't define how they box.
Not true. They could be the
tell
best
you right
boxer.
now.
True.
Hold on,
Yeah.
I don't know best.
That's just something nitpicking. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's nothing.
That's just you. That's
Yeah.
a personal issue on your part.
Right.
You're just like, yeah, I don't like the way he talks. But Charlo boys are nice. Charlo brothers are really nice, man. I think you should check them out.
Oh, for
check
sure,
out
yeah.
a couple other highlights.
For sure.
Earl Spence, of course, naturally.
I fucks with Earl.
In the future.
I fucks with Earl. I'm
As long as Earl can stay out of his own way,
Yeah.
and just continue doing what he does, I think Crawford's in for a long night. I think it's gonna go the
I
distance.
was watching Crawford highlights last night, and I was like,
Yeah, Crawford's nice, man. Yeah, Crawford is real nice.
back in 2018, they did a video together, and they both were standing next to each other. Was like, "I'll knock you out."
Yeah.
And Earl Spence was like, "Oh, my mama, you ain't gonna knock me out."
Yeah, pull it up, play it. I want to see this. Yeah, you're right. They did do a video. I remember that a while back, and they were like doing their back and forth thing. I love the weigh-ins, man. The weigh-ins get heated, especially like UFC weigh-ins. You ever see some of those?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have.
Like Conor McGregor, remember those? Like
Yeah.
when Conor was taking on whoever he was taking on at the time, and they'd be going back and forth. Well, boxing's no different, man. They go at it. It's probably, I don't know, maybe the highlight of boxing for me is the weigh-ins, and I think the opening night and I love the undercard fights too. Like, that's one thing about boxing I love. Oh, here it is right here.
Hold on.
Oh, he's
Come
got
on,
an
Domino's.
ad.
I'm
Come on now.
gonna cut all this out.
You gotta get that out of there, man. I'm gonna give you my YouTube.
You can't be the boogeyman.
All right, here we
dog
go.
of the division. If I'm chasing
I'm
him,
the dog of the division. I'm the boogeyman.
you can't be the
Everybody
boogeyman
do.
if I'm
I'm that
chasing
guy.
you.
Everyone know I'm that guy.
No. You're
man.
not that guy.
I'm that guy.
Numbers
You're
don't
not that
lie.
guy.
You're not that guy,
I'm
pal.
that guy. You're not the number guy.
Numbers don't lie.
You
Like,
signed for 3.5 fight. I've been here.
Terry, who's a better basketball player? Me. Anything
Earl.
about him is me. Me.
You can ask Bronner who the best basketball
And I killed him for the bread.
You
Him
can ask Bronner
and
who
his
the
boys.
best basketball. You can ask Bronner who the best.
Hey.
I asked all the money.
And I killed him for the bread. Easy work. He didn't want to play me one-on-one.
I killed him too.
He said
He didn't
what?
want to play me one-on-one.
You say something about I'll kill him.
I can't really hear it. It's kind of low.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, because you had the volume down. Oh, okay.
Okay, let's see what he said.
Yeah, because I'm trying to hear what he was saying.
Yeah.
I am the boogeyman. I am the boogeyman.
What Crawford is next for Terry.
No.
Say the boogeyman.
He's the boogeyman. I'm boogeyman. Who? He can't be the boogeyman if I'm chasing him.
I'm the dog of the division.
I'm the dog of the division.
You can't be the boogeyman if I'm chasing you. Man said, "Bitch, I'm chasing you.
Fair
I'm chasing
enough.
you. You ain't chasing me. I'm scared. I ain't scared of you."
This is the next big fight right here. Is gonna be Crawford and it's gonna be Spence and it's gonna be fucking epic. I cannot wait for this. I've been waiting on this for a while. I knew if Fugas was going or if it was gonna be Spence, but now that it's Spence, I'm stupid excited because I don't know where it's gonna be. I don't know if they're gonna do it in Vegas, if they're gonna do it here in Dallas, if they're gonna do it in.
Because where's Crawford from? Do you know?
I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna be honest with you. I know Crawford is a fighter, not as a person. I don't like to pay attention to fighters as people. I like to pay attention to how they fight, because the more you start to learn about people and fighting, the more you start to not like them for the people they are. But, I was wondering what that was. Scaring the shit out of me. I was stepping on something. I didn't know what it was.
Terrence Crawford, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Terrence is from New England, Omaha, New England.
There you go. New England fighter.
I didn't know that.
I didn't even know New England had fighters.
I guess not. Yeah.
You know, there's probably a lot of fighters that I know of that are from New England. Wouldn't even
Right,
know it. You
right.
know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
but
never know.
Crawford, I'm telling you, man, pull up some Crawford highlights. We'll see. We'll check them out. And we'll stack them up against.
No, you're not
Earl
that guy.
Spence.
I'm that guy.
Numbers don't lie, and I'm the number
I'm
one
that guy. You're not the number one guy.
I'm that guy.
I mean, but the ranking, when I looked at the ranking, Crawford is number one, though.
Yeah.
Crawford,
Well,
and
that's
then
because, well, so remember Spence got into his accident.
Right. Yeah.
Right, so he was on his way to number one.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Well, now he's back. He already got his fight. He already won. So
Right.
now the only person left is Crawford.
Yeah, true.
And they got beef. Like, not like legit, like animalistic beef, but you can see how they are right
Yeah.
now. Like, this is what I was talking about
Right.
earlier. Saying, like, yeah, they got some heat, you know,
Yeah.
they got some heat between the sheets over here.
Right.
Yeah. They definitely not fans of each other.
You asked Ronald the best.
Hey.
I asked all the money.
And I killed him for the bread. Easy way. He didn't want to play me one-on-one. He didn't want to play me
I
one-on-one.
play you one-on-one.
That's what we were supposed to be in there after our fights.
But when you go to Colorado and I'm not going over there.
So I gotta come to Texas.
See, that's what I was saying. Yeah, that's what I was saying. So he wants to fight in Colorado. He
Denver.
wants to fight in Texas. I say y'all just do it MGM Live.
Yeah.
Vegas.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
neutral ground. It's a neutral ground for boxing.
Yeah.
Or you can do it in New York.
Nah, I think Vegas would be perfect.
Vegas is better in my opinion because I love when people fight in Vegas.
Right.
Floyd Mayweather, perfect example. He never fought anywhere
But
Vegas.
Vegas, yeah, but
So
Vegas.
Vegas is awesome, but New York. I mean, come on, Times Square. You don't think so?
That'd actually be dope, actually.
You know what I'm saying?
It would be dope.
Yeah. I say Vegas. I think Vegas is a neutral ground for
I
boxers.
think you switched me over. I think you switched me out here. Okay, let's look at some Crawford highlights.
I'm telling you, check out these Crawford highlights, man. This guy is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Top 5 Terrence Crawford highlights. That was
Sean Porter. He fought Sean Porter?
Yeah. He beat Sean Porter too. Sean Porter's lost to both.
Okay, no, we don't need
Yep,
that.
skip all that, skip all that, skip all that. All right, here we go. Sean is a bad man, bro. He is not scared. That's
Yeah.
why I love Sean.
Ooh, look at that. See, I love people who fight back.
Yeah. Every time you give Sean one, he's throwing 3. That's what I love about him.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. He hit that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So see how Crawford is not punished. Like that. Let's pause this real quick. So if you look at what we just watched, Crawford never once backed down, never once threw an odd punch that made no sense because he's disciplined.
Right.
He's a very disciplined fighter.
Right.
You got Sean Porter all over you.
Yeah.
And he is taking them and throwing them. Like
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Crawford's not no punk, bro. He's not. As much as I want to go for Earl Spence on this, and I am, of course, but I gotta admit, man, that's a hell of a fight.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a fight because Crawford ain't no joke. And he could give him just as much as he could take him. And as you can see, I mean, Sean Porter is that guy.
Right.
He is. He's not the greatest, boxer that ever lived, but he is my favorite specifically because he's a dog. He doesn't
Yeah.
quit. From round 1 to round 12, you get the same Sean Porter.
Yeah.
You have to damn near stab this dude to stop him. I'm
Right.
telling you. Check this out. Let's see. Is this just the Porter fight? Is that all this is?
Yeah, this is just the Porter fight.
Oh, okay, yeah. Back off this. Let's look at some other fights. I want to get you an idea because he's fighting. What? He's fighting Sean Porter. It's not fair. Terrence Crawford highlights. Let's see what this is. Go back up.
This is Sean Porter.
That's a Sean Porter thing. Okay. Bud Crawford highlights and knockouts. This one right here. Terrence Bud Crawford.
Liberty
Great.
Mutual customizes my car insurance, so
I can't believe you still have commercials on YouTube, bro. You're on YouTube.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
Skip all that. Skip all that. Okay.
Stands on the end of a pop. This is another beautiful.
See his 1-2. His 1-2 and his uppercut. Watch. See. Watch this. There's 1-2. 1. Drop to the floor. Look at that. Bro, look at his speed, man. He's so quick. I'd stop the fight, too. If my fighter was getting punished like that, I'd stop it.
Here's Gamboa in the process of
Oh, so he fought Gamboa.
Yeah.
He fought the old guy.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, he fought Gamboa, laid him down.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, I mean, who hasn't at this point? He's lost the last. Gamboa's lost his last 4 fights.
in the process of
He's fighting. Gamboa fights the same.
points in the fight now. But that is
Yeah, look at that. Just punishing this guy. I told you, Crawford's that guy, bro.
By TKO on the sixth round, knocked him out.
Yeah. But here's my point. So when I'm talking about Crawford going against Earl Spence, who's going to go defensive first is the first one to lose. Crawford's one of the best at breaking down a defense, especially if it's just a touch glove face defense, which basically means glove to the face defense. Like, nothing like Philly shell, nothing with any kind of counter to it. He's one of the best. Earl Spence is also one of the best at breaking down defenses. So when you look at who goes defensive first, most likely loses. So it's going to have to be an all-out brawl. That or they both go defensive, and it's one of the most boring fights you ever watch, which happens a lot more often than than you care to remember. Remember when what was it? Pacquiao was supposed to fight he was supposed to fight Mayweather, right?
Yeah,
For the first time.
Yeah.
And then everybody, blamed everybody and backed out, and that was a bunch of BS. And
Right.
boxing wanted more money for it, and it was a whole thing, right? So after that, when they go and fight the second time after they're old and in a wheelchair,
Right.
do you remember what happened? See, Pacquiao in his prime would have put up a way better fight than he did when he was fighting for a second.
Yeah,
time.
for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
Money Mayweather kind of.
I feel like
ran
one
around
thing
the ring.
about Mayweather, he was smart.
Yeah, he was.
He was really
business
smart about who he fought at what time, what age.
Yeah.
I will give him that. He knew when to fight people so he could win.
Right.
Okay, you want to fight me now? You still got it. Let's wait a couple years, 4 or
Until
5,
you ain't got it,
6,
then we'll
7,
fight, yeah.
until you into your politician shit, and then let me kick your ass 3 times. Fuck it.
Because if they would, I feel like if they would have went the first time and they would have finally got it all said and done, and it was a back and forth between the camps. It was Mayweather's camp was saying, "Oh, Pacquiao's on drugs. I'm not fighting nobody that's on steroids and shit."
Right.
Pacquiao was saying, "Nah, I'm not fighting Mayweather because it was a whole bunch of back and forth
Back and
BS.
forth, basically.
Then they canceled it.
Damn.
Yeah. So then right after that, then we finally get, everybody went their separate ways. And then later on, we finally get the fight. And it was the dumbest. I feel like personally, it was
two
a
old
lame
guys
fight.
fighting.
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
Yeah, that's basic. I feel like that's what Floyd has turned himself into now. He's just a money grab right now.
Well, that's
So far.
fine. I mean, you don't get into boxing because you like getting punched in the face. You get into boxing because there's money in it.
True, but it's like,
So you can't hate that, right?
but it's like, it's kind of like that 40-year guy. He's in there for money, but it's just like, but you can't compete.
Who?
That Bogoris, whatever that dude name is.
Gambio?
Yo, Gambio. It's like, why are you fighting?
Oh, well,
Why?
yeah. I mean, he's lost his last 4 fights. He's got to be on his
So
way
you
out
should
the
have
door.
stopped. And you're bro.
And he's on his way out the door at 40. Come on. How much more punishment can your body take? I'm
Right.
36, and I know for a fact I couldn't get in a ring.
You 40?
Yeah. 40 years
Got
old.
some balls, bro. I give you that. And
Yeah.
then, I feel like that at that age you should have went ahead and just be like, I'm dead.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's continue with the highlights so we could kind of see where we're at. All right. Look at that. So as much as you try to give him, I'm telling you, he's gonna bring it back. Look at this. Look at that straight punch. Bam, bam. He's so fast. He's so quick. Look at that. Just dropping dudes left and right. And he fights. It's so weird because he fights the same way that Earl Spence fights. Once he starts throwing him on you, he's not gonna let up.
It matters so far.
This is what you want to see.
It matters so far.
Exactly.
And 6 for Terrence
Oh, that's
Crawford.
the same guy.
Tattooing Delorme in the corner.
Who is he fighting now?
Oh, that's the same dude, the boy, whatever his name is.
Oh, okay. That's it.
This knows every single thing he has to do.
That's training camp stuff.
it's
Back to the same fight.
Oh, here we go. There we go. Oh, whoa. Hold on, let me back up. Yeah, here it is. Okay. Here it is. Oh, how do you? Oh, okay.
Caught him with the left side of that glove. Boom.
Oh, that dude started fighting back for a second. Fighting back for a
Well, he
second.
just doesn't stop.
Oh.
He just doesn't quit.
Back
He's just
up.
on it, non-stop.
Oh, drop it.
Boom.
Boom. Yeah. That dude turned sideways. That's when he
Boom.
fucked up. Oh, yeah, it is done. Stop it.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I say. That's why I say Crawford, man, he's a bad guy, bro. He's not. He's nice. He's real nice.
Oh, that was trying to run down?
I
Oh,
think
that's a
that's the
different
same.
guy. You're right. That's a different guy.
There you go. Ooh.
Oh, my God.
That boy just bounced around like a rubber ball.
Hard left hand again.
Oh, my God.
Wailing
Oh,
There you
my
go,
God.
bro.
Stop the fight.
Yeah, they stopped it.
Stop them.
Yeah, the
fight.
ref jumped in and hugged him. Was like, "Oh, I got your back, bro."
Yeah, that nigga, he was giving it to him.
Yep. That's what I say, man.
Oh, my God. He sent it to a knee.
What a
Oh, why you running, bro?
just like
Oh, my.
Everybody's ready until they get into the ring. So,
Oh, my.
And that time though, this Dave, you see Melder Taylor.
yep.
Shit. That right?
Yeah.
What a great
Oh,
counter punch. His body just like
Oh, that was good, but what was that?
No, that's his left.
number 2 spot.
and that time though, this Dave.
Boom, right there. Oh, that was nice.
Yeah. Yeah, his left hand's dangerous, man.
With a hard shot. This is a brilliant
Oh,
fight.
yeah. That dude's not.
See, Crawford, what I love about him is that he knows how to utilize his reach. What I mean by that is, like, if you notice, what he does is he dares you. He dares you to throw your punches because he could take the punch, but he's giving you 3 or 4 back.
Yeah, I see that a lot.
Yeah, and not only does he do that, he knows how to utilize a step back. He'll step back and punish you.
Okay.
And he's so fucking deadly at it. He's so good at it. But the thing is, Earl Spence does the same thing.
But
Earl Spence likes to fight on the inside, so it's going to have to be a face-to-face brawl. But Crawford is not going to give you a face-to-face. He's going to step back on you. He's going to be able to, play around with him.
I'm gonna get into that later.
I think, honestly, at the end of the day, I would probably end up going for Spence. But I don't know, man. If anybody really is going to beat Earl Spence and give him his first loss, it's going to be Crawford.
For sure.
No
I mean,
doubts.
I could, but only reason I said it, these are highlights, so they are his best. So it's like I got to see him fight.
But he's that way start to finish. I've watched a lot of Crawford fights. I'm telling you, he is that way start to finish. Yeah.
I like what I'm saying though. So,
Crawford's that guy, man.
I like what I'm saying, man.
Crawford is that guy.
Hold on. I want to see his record. They should have it in here, right?
Oh no, you have to look up his new record. See, he had a fight. Here, I'll look it up for you. And
Right here it says
that's
he
improv.
has 37 wins by knockout. And this was, when was this video created?
All right, so Terrence Crawford. Let's look up as of now, as of 2022.
Oh, yeah, this is 2021. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 2022.
he may have fought after this. So he may be, what, 28 and 0? He's unorthodox.
38 wins, 0 losses, 0 draws.
Yeah, so he won one more fight since
Yeah.
this video was made. Okay. I like it.
38-0, 0 losses.
I like it.
He has, let's see, 10-4, 9-6-12. Let me look up his knockout law. Hold on.
It says 28 right here, but if he won this very next one, then it's 29 knockouts.
Oh, why is it getting me to sign up for something? Well, that's weird. Either way, 38-0. Oh, 29 knockouts.
Yeah.
38-0 and 29. That's
pretty
a
fucking
great
good.
fucking record.
Yeah,
man.
it
That
is.
is a good record.
Yeah.
And the fact that Earl Spence wants that, I'm like, hey, yeah.
I wish.
You're braver than me, buddy.
Yeah.
You're braver than me. No way. Fred, how much would it take for you to get into a fight with a boxer, with a professional boxer? If we put money on the line, what's the dollar amount?
So if let's just say HBO or Showtime, they're like, look, we're doing this thing where we get average shows in a ring with a boxer. You go a full round. You get some training. We'll get you a training coach, and you can train. And
Yeah, no, you're gonna do a whole training thing. Yeah.
But I'm still most likely getting my ass kicked.
Probably.
So
I'm not trying to.
No,
downplay
I'm
you.
telling you, I'm getting my ass
I'm not
kicked.
trying to downplay you, but probably.
I'm getting my ass kicked. He's done this.
Yeah, 40 sometimes.
39 fights.
Yeah.
I'm 0-0-0. I've not gotten to a professional boxing fight.
0-0-0.
So I'm gonna lose. So if they come to me, what's your price? I'm like, okay.
60 mil.
That's highballing. I was gonna say
That my price is 60
17. I do
because
for 17.
I have to be able to pay for all my recovery. I got to be able to pay for all my trips to the hospital.
Right.
I have to pay for all the bags of blood that I'm going to be donating through my urine after this is done.
Right.
I'm going to have to pay for,
Yeah.
a brand new brain,
Right. For sure.
a new eye socket,
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Especially if you fall
15
Spence.
bones, that I have to replace in my face. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's a lot.
I was gonna say 15, and I'll do it for 15.
15?
15. I'll do it for 15.
15? I'll coach
It's
it.
cool.
I'll coach it.
I need somebody professional, bro. I'm getting.
Oh, no, fine. I'll commentate it.
I'm getting my ass kicked anyway.
I'll commentate it. All right,
But
I'll
like,
be there.
at
I'll be
least-
there.
you know
I'll
what
be
I'm
in your
saying?
corner. I'll root you on.
Which I know they would.
I'll
never.
be the guy that gives you water.
Hey, I'm cool with that. Hey,
Yeah, I'll be the water guy.
but I know I lose. I think somebody who's 0-0-0 just became professional yesterday, still probably kick my ass. They say, hey, we'll give you 100,000. You go if you last 2 rounds with them. I'm like, 2 rounds? Shit, I don't know if I last that. I feel like
All right, so this is what you do. You got to last 2 rounds, right? So the first round, you go out there and you act like you're confident. Everything you throw has to be really fast. Like, just make it as fast as possible. Put everything in it. So by round 2,
But if they're a good boxer, they'll just counter.
hold on, because round 1, what did I say earlier?
okay.
Round
You're
1
just filling
is
them
you
out.
filling each other out, right?
Gotcha.
Now, if he's overly aggressive, you're on your own. I don't think, right? Like, if he spots your weakness, it's over with. Go out there, just every time you punch, make a noise. Make it seem like you've been doing this for a while.
But
You got to walk the walk, though. At the end of the day,
nah, fine. I'm still getting my ass kicked.
how much would it take for you to get in an MMA match?
Nothing. I'm
Oh,
not
you do it
doing
for
it.
free?
No, I'm not doing it. No,
Oh, come on.
Hell no.
There's got to be a price
Hell
tag.
no, because there's too much factors I have to bring in. First of all, they could do some type of submission or grapple. Nope, I'm good. I'm good. I've watched MMA fighters get their legs broken because they couldn't get out of a fucking submission or arms fucked up. Nah, I'm good.
But that's the thing, though. Like, you're not gonna last.
I already
long.
got bad fucking knees and back. Why would I go in there and fuck that shit up more, bro? Nah, I'm good.
I'd do it.
How much?
16 million. 60 for
What?
boxing because I have to last so many rounds. But
So you're
MMA,
saying
you don't have to last.
So,
many.
so you're saying you'll go in there and take one for the team and just get knocked out on purpose?
All right, let's look at it this way: 16 million, right?
Right.
Check it out. What I'm gonna do is there's no round penalty.
Yeah. True.
All right. So all I have to do is go in there, get hit to the floor. Won't take long. Promise you. Tap out.
Or you get in. You box a little bit.
As soon as they go to
grab something.
I'm out. That's it. 16
Damn.
million. Easiest 16 million I ever made.
I'll do that, dude.
I could take a couple hits to the face. I'm not a bitch.
Yeah. I can do that for sure.
Yeah, I'm not a complete bitch. Like, I can take a couple hits, right?
But-
I've gotten into fights before, right?
Yeah, for
The
sure.
thing is, MMA hits. Woo! it's a whole nother- I'm just scared. Like, I'm gonna go in there and then he's gonna start kicking,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
and as soon as he does, I'm just gonna roll over. I'm gonna roll over and
Fuck.
play dead.
I'm my worst fear, not worst, it's not even really a fear. It's just like, I don't want to get into an MMA fight and they do a submission and I can't get out of it. Because what if they're a dirty guy, which I'm pretty sure there's a few, but let's just say.
You're a 0-0-0, Fred. How much time do they really need on you?
Not much.
So they didn't even need to play dirt.
Yeah, true.
Imagine you being announced and coming in on the blue corner, weighing in at 172 pounds.
Right.
His record is 0-0-0.
Just became
Yeah.
still amateur.
Yeah. Doing his amateur debut. Fred Jackson. And everyone's like, who the fuck is that?
Right, and I come.
Yeah, you come out there with your fucking sweats on and shit. You're fucking ready.
Nah, fam.
Like a red hoodie. You look like Elmo.
Nah, I'm cool.
You know what I mean? Like,
Nah.
who the fuck really cares?
Right.
That guy in the red corner doesn't give a shit about you.
He probably-
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna fuck this dude's world.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I be thinking.
They probably
Damn, people-
punch you and then look at the ref like, you gonna stop this yet?
Right. It's kind of like what was that show where they used to get MMA or boxing MMA fighters up against like
Yeah. It was on MTV. It was it had Chris. What's his name in it?
Fuck.
Something about bully beatdown.
Yes. Oh my god.
Bully beatdown. Yeah, I remember that.
That show,
yeah, it had.
that's kind of how there's only one video where I seen where the guy actually, like the bully, actually standed some time. Everybody else just got their
Well, there
ass.
was one where the bully won all the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
I did
I'm
see
talking
that
about. He
one.
actually,
But
yeah.
then he still apologized.
Yeah, I mean, he still got his ass kicked, but at least he went all the rounds.
Yeah. It did better than most of the bullies.
Yeah.
Did you ever realize? So it was that moment I realized that the loudmouths are really the ones that don't know shit.
No. But if
One
you
of the
look at-
guys came in there and he smelled like he had been smoking cigarettes, and then Chris pointed it out. I can't remember his name.
Yeah,
it's Chris something. I
Chris
just remember-
Mayhem? No, not Mayhem.
Yeah, no, that's right, Mayhem.
Mayhem?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mayhem. Yeah, that was his name. But like he pointed out, he's like, it smells like cigarettes. He let the guy hit him. He puts, he puts the headgear on. He lets the guy hit him.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, not bad. I was like, oh yeah, this guy's in for some shit.
Yeah,
he went in there and then he got his fucking shoulder broke.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, popped his shoulder out of place, broke it.
I remember that fight.
And then there was this dude who was a rapper, a white dude. He was a rapper out of Long Beach or something.
Oh,
And
okay.
He talked all this shit. Went in there and got his ass laid the fuck
know
out.
exactly
And he was like,
one,
yeah,
yep.
but at least I went in there and I fought.
Right.
And then he was like, it's not about how you fight, it's about how you get back up. You gotta have
Right,
the heart. He went
right.
out there in the last 2 rounds.
Yep.
They were like, you want to keep going? He was like, no.
Right. I remember that.
It's always the loud mouths, man.
I do that. Give me.
You do some bullet beat now?
Yeah, fuck it. You gonna get paid for like? No, because I don't know how
Oh,
much they get
man.
paid for. Because
I like
shows.
the female ones. There was this one
Oh
that
yeah,
was a
the
female.
female ones.
And she was she was being bullied by this chick at work. And so the chick
man.
was like, she's such a little bitch. I'm trying to help her out. I'm
Right.
trying to get her to toughen up. So they brought the karate hottie out there.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't remember her name. Off
I
the
know
top
what
of
you're
my
talking
head.
about though. I remember that episode.
Bro,
she fucked that
beat
girl
the
up.
shit out that girl. I was like, golly. But they put him in headgear.
Yeah.
They gave him shit to help him survive.
If it was like
If it was full no headgear with the regular MMA gloves, bro. Yeah. You'd have heard about a lot of deaths.
Not a lot, just a lot of people getting shit broken and shit. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. That was a great show. They should bring that back.
I don't think they ever will.
No, they will either.
Council culture and the way
Yeah.
television's so like.
But it was something like really satisfying about
Yeah.
watching people that act like complete douchebags go out there and get the shit kicked out of them. It was actually nice to
Yeah,
watch.
but
Not
which,
gonna lie.
that's why I don't think they'll ever bring it back. It would be dope if they did, but
Man, we had some good shows. Remember
Yeah.
Silent Library?
yeah.
That was such a great show. It was an underrated show. It was probably the most underrated show MTV had.
Yeah, for sure.
Next to Bully Beatdown.
I like Silent Library.
It was great because you couldn't laugh, but they were doing some really
I was
funny
laughing.
ass shit. I was at
Shit.
home just dying. Like, I don't know
Rolling.
how y'all are not laughing.
There's been times where I tried to not laugh with them. Okay, I'm gonna go with this.
Oh, I think
episode.
everybody did that. Like the laugh-o-meter, and you're like, look at them. They're higher than me.
Oh, okay, I'm not gonna laugh. Yeah,
Yeah.
man, we had some really good shows.
We did. Pull up some Silent Library. Let's check out some highlights of Silent Library. Some of the funniest shit. See if we can still do it. I used to be able to like keep up with I'm not laughing at this, even though it was really hard. But I don't think I could do it now. I think now I'd probably just bust out laughing. Some of the shit they were doing was hilarious. That was a really underrated show. I love that show. Silent Library was great. Pimp My Ride was another one.
I don't really like Pimp My Ride.
I
Really.
liked it. I liked it till I
okay.
found out it was all fake. Now it's kind of like, now it's a stigma. It's like, oh, well,
Here we go.
we can never have nice shit. Yeah, play this shit. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna pull this over here. Pull it back a little bit. So I can see. All right, there we go. All right, so let's check this out. So which one is this? Oh yeah, that's where they're pulling the car. Yeah, so now they have to be quiet. They can't. All right, hold on. I want to see what the game is. Mystery Cage. I don't remember that game. I can't remember. This is like a long time ago. Remember that, so you gotta, you know.
The contestant
that in
must
mind.
feed 3 carrots to whatever lives inside the mystery cage.
What is the mouth?
What? Hold on. Wait. Do you remember this one?
No.
Pause. Damn. Okay, I don't remember this either. That's a whole head. That is a whole headed. Ain't no way. I couldn't do it, man.
Yeah, I would've lost already.
I would have been. Yeah, I would have lost.
Let's see. They've already lost. Yep.
Yeah, they already hit red. So I think that's the highest it goes yellow, right?
No, red. Red is it.
No, I'm saying before you lose, but you hit red, it's over.
Yeah. Once you hit red, it's over with.
Is that Ron Jeremy? Dude, that's Ron Jeremy. That's the porn star. There's no way. Is that really him? That looks just like him. I'm sorry, adult entertainment. Oh my god. That's so weird, bro. They do some weird shit. I would have lost it. I would have been it. Yeah, I couldn't do it. Anyways, we'll move on from this. Yeah, that's a show that was probably the most underrated show on MTV. It was funny. Right. They had Next. Remember Next?
I didn't really like Next like that.
But you remember it though,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Where they would get on the bus and they would all talk shit to each other and then they had to get out.
Yeah.
It was all teens.
I didn't really like
They
that
wanted
show.
to-
That show
yeah.
was like, it made me mad, bro, because it's like sometimes, like, there's one, I remember there was one episode where it was a girl who was the contestant, and when a guy got off the bus, she was just like, next, and she
That
didn't
happened
even,
a lot.
I was like, bro, what the fuck? You didn't even meet the guy.
Yeah.
Or vice versa, or a dude would be like, see a girl, and she'll be walking up, and he'll be like, next. I'm like, damn, bro, you didn't even get to meet the chick, bro. And then some of the chicks be bad.
There was
she's not my type.
There was one show on MTV that used to have like where the parents would pick a date for you.
Oh.
And then you had to go out on a date with the person, and at the end you like see if you want to stay with them or break it off or whatever.
I know. I
They
know.
pick like I think no. They pick like 3 people.
Yeah.
For you to go on a date with, you had to pick one.
Hold on.
What was that called? Damn, let's not bother me. Yeah, that was another one. I was a big MTV fan before they turned lame. Oh, dang, I can't remember what it was called.
Parent control.
Parent Control. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fed up parents send their kids to two blind.
Yeah, because they had like
hoping they'll
a.
find
Okay, yeah.
themselves.
All right, now I remember backstory. So like, all right, so if it was a chick, right, she'd have like some douchey boyfriend
yeah.
that they hated. So they would go out and pick who they think would be suitable for their daughter,
Right.
or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they would make them go on dates, and then at the end of it, they would see if they were gonna stay with the dude or the chick, or if they were gonna just break it off and start a new relationship.
Right. Yep.
And a lot of them started new relationships. Not gonna lie. There was very few that actually stayed with the dude or the chick.
Yeah. Some people. Well, I like the concept. I like the concept of the show, and I like the show watching it. But like, it was really dumb because there's no way I'm letting my parents choose whoever the hell I'm dating. No way. No.
I
No.
don't think it would have been that bad.
No.
I don't know.
The only reason I say that I've seen who my mom tried to hook me up with, and I'm just like, no,
Yeah.
no,
No, I get it.
no, no again, no again. And
Would
no
you ever
again.
do that for your kid though? Like, if, let's say you had a daughter and she was like dating some douchey ass fucking dude with like treat her like shit.
I would, but at the same time, I'm gonna be one of those parents. I'm like, look, this is how you should be treated, right? And I'm always have your back. I'm always gonna be there for you. But at the end of the day, you choose who you want to date. Now, if she's young, like say she's a pre-adult, like 16, 17, 18. Then I'm like, nah, bro. As long as you in my house, nope. That whoever if I feel like he's not for you, no, fuck no, no.
What if it was a son though?
Same way. If I know
gender roles in Fred's house.
If I know my son's girlfriend is a Tatiana, I'm gonna be like, no.
Hey, you made it to the end of the video. I appreciate that.
Appreciate it.
Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down on the bottom below. Also, if you're new, make sure you hit the notification bell so you're notified anytime new videos upload.
And also, don't forget to hit us up on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify. And for exclusive content, we also have a website, which will be in the description below.
Yep.
All right.
All right, we're out of here.
Peace.